So lately I've been getting into using Koala for sample-based music. Koala is a great sampler for mobile devices. I have it on an iPad right here. And a lot of samples that I work with are very mono, not wide at all. And what I like to do a lot on my snares specifically is to have them be wide, because the snare is sort of the release of the drum beat. You start with a kick, and that builds the anticipation for the snare, which is sort of like an explosion that releases all that tension. And I like that to be wide. So here I have an example. I have a kick, a snare, and a hi-hat. And as you can hear, the snare is mono. It's straight in the middle. So when I program a drum beat just like this one, it feels sort of dead. It doesn't open up. I would like the snare to be wide. And the way that I found you can do this in Koala is to set your mode to resample from app. Open up effects. And we're going to take this sound and take it an octave up and then an octave back down. So I'm going to copy this sound first right here just to have it as a reference. And I'm going to hold over here and press the snare, and we have the sound in an octave up. Then we're going to take that sound and resample in an octave down again. So I'm going to hold right here. And there's going to be a little bit of an attack due to the algorithm and programming. I'm going to go in and adjust that right here. And let's audition these two samples. So we have the original snare and the modified snare. Now, you can hear that they're almost the same. There's a little bit of artifacting here. Those tiny differences are what's going to make our sample wide. So how you make samples wide and not mono anymore is you introduce tiny differences on the left and right. That's how people used to do it and still do it in actual recording. They do double takes and they pan them left and right, both with guitars, vocals, anything. And that's how you can widen up a sound. So we're going to use the pan control over here. And for now, let's put it all the way on the left. You don't have to go all the way. You could put it sort of halfway. For the pan, but we're going to go all the way here. And then for the right one, we're going to go all the way to the right. And I'm going to hit both of them together, and let's see what happens. There's a tiny little difference in volume. This one's a little higher, so I'm going to pull this one up. And as you can see, we have a version of the original snare that is wide. This is the original one. And that really opens everything up. And in Koala, you can drag one sample over the other and hit mix. And then this pad right here now houses both samples at the same time. So let's hear that drum beat again. And compare with the original. Way better to my ears. So yeah, that's a quick way you can do this all in Koala. You don't have to go out and edit your samples. You don't need to apply reverb and then muddy up your sound. All just with effects, and you introduce those tiny little differences, pan the sounds completely one to the left and one to the right, resample them together, and you're ready. And yeah, I hope you like this tip and you're going to use it in your productions, and enjoy.